my gorgeous creepy crawlies, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Now this one has been specifically requested by one of you lovely beans out there. My nail polish chipped, I'm sorry, that is gonna bug me. But no, so specially requested by one of our beans, and it was done I think about a month ago, and I am so sorry I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm finally adjusted back to my work schedule, and last week I was telling myself Saturday before last, that last weekend I was going to do it, and then last Wednesday I smashed my hand in the freight elevator at work. So it's still painful to use. I've still got a lump on it. My safety manager just keeps telling me to put ice on it, so hopefully everything's fine and I don't have anything wrong with it. But I figure when I go to my doctor for a follow-up on some of my prescriptions, I can just have him take a look at it then, just to make sure. But I've got full use of it, so I'd imagine everything's fine. Worst to worst, I fractured it a little bit, maybe hairline fracture, but not a fun experience. And last Saturday I definitely was not going to be able to do anything. I haven't worn makeup in a week. I was happy enough that I was able to put on my fake eyebrows. I don't have anything on today, but I also haven't shaved my face in a hot minute, so we'll see how everything looks with that. I think I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. So the look that was requested for this video was Avatar from the movie. I'm assuming because of the new one coming out, I don't know. It was just requested of me, so I don't know how my skill set is going to be on this. I've never tried. I think the closest that I've tried to something like this was when I tried Bombshell Harley Quinn cosplay, and that two very, very different things. So I have tried something similar to this, but I haven't at the same time, and I don't have a blue face paint to use, so I'm going to be trying mixing my own, which may end up failing and may end up making this video very interesting. So today it is currently 7:32 in the morning, CST. But I have been promising myself that I would get it done as soon as possible, and again, we're a month out. But I have the energy now to do it, so I'm going to do it now before I do anything else for the day. I promised one of you beans that I would do it, so here we are. And if it does not come out good, I am so sorry. My skill set is very limited, even though I try to play around with my makeup, which this is going to be a good learning experience, so thank you for that. Coffee break. Oh yes, I don't know if I said this in my last video, but I found out that I am pre-diabetic and I have PCOS, so that's been fun to try and play around with too. I've got a thing to test my blood sugar levels because I had a scare a while ago. When we first found out, it's been interesting. Okay, there's a lot more pigment on here than I thought there was. So I have this, I have this plate that I used for my Flower Fairy makeup. I don't know if I recorded that video. I think I did. Anyways, so I figured I'd just use this plate again. It's still perfectly good. But I need to shake this up a little bit, but I have my normal foundation, and then I've got Manic Panic Dream Tone Flawless Foundation and Color Corrector in like Ghost White. I don't know. Oh, they call it Virgin Whitest White. Okay. This one's actually really old, so I probably shouldn't be using it on my face, but we're gonna anyways, because this is the closest that I have to try and make something that will work for this look. So I've searched up different pictures and whatnot. Now, I watched the first movie when it came out a long time ago. It wasn't bad, but not my favorite thing. I know a lot of people really, but that's green. I don't want green. I know a lot of people really love it. The graphics are amazing. I will give it that. It's very beautiful. The cinematography, the colors, everything about it. It was very magical. It just, I think when I watched it at the time, I was just kind of bored. I was young when I watched it, so I think I was just kind of bored with how everything was progressing as far as how they decided to do it. Another coffee break because coffee is so good. So I am definitely not really excited for it. To me, it's just another movie, but I am really excited to give this a try. I'm interested. I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm just going to use a few pumps of my foundation on this plate. Well, that was awkward looking. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see more of the new movie because it looks really beautiful. I'm just gonna wipe my finger off on a paper towel real quick. I think that from when the first one came out to now, I think that they will have been able to do a lot more with CGI and things like that to make it even more fascinating, for lack of a better word that's not coming to me right now. I'm going to use a few of this Dream Tone just because. So this one, when I used it last, it was very see-through. I can't remember the word. Sheer. That's the word I'm looking for. It was very sheer the first time I used it. I could still, like, I needed to use a lot to get somewhat close to what I wanted. So I definitely need to invest in a different white foundation. But this one, I figure if I mix it into my regular concealer, that should help darken it up a little bit. Well, make it more opaque. But lighten my regular one out enough to be able to mix the blues in and not have it look all weird. So I am using Makeup a Murder, the Neon and Pastel boxes, sorry. So I've got two different blues that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the lighter one first, see how that comes out, and then add a little bit of the neon one if necessary. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to it to start out with. And I didn't want to use a toothpick because I figured that'd be kind of weird. But I think I came up with something even weirder, and I've got pink all over my hand now. Okay, so I'm gonna use, they're technically for my eyelashes. I could never get fake eyelashes to go on with this thing. I don't know why, it comes out worse when I try to use the tool that's supposed to help you. But the end looks like a little spatula, so I figured I'd use this to mix everything up. This is what it looks like right now, that little dollop right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix that up. I can't breathe on it because the powder's going everywhere. Hopefully this comes out good. I've actually been really excited for this, and I've actually kind of wanted to watch the first movie again just because it has been so long. But I think I'm gonna need more blue because this does not look like it's mixing very well. Oh my. I need to get a better video set up. Just so that way I can show some of this stuff off more. That's not looking anything like what I thought it would. Like, here's what it looks like on here. Like, it's definitely not anywhere near what I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to use the darker blue and see if that shows up a little more. Maybe the other one was just a bit too light. I'm afraid to add too much and have it be a really dark blue, because I'm going to need to add darker blue on top of this for the lines and whatnot that they've got. That's what it looks like, just a little dollop of darker blue. But like for all of those, they almost look like tattoos, but it's like part of their skin. I don't really know what to call it. This is turning gray. This should not be gray. This is definitely not turning out at all how I thought it would, and I'm actually kind of worried now, because I didn't come up with a backup plan for this if this were to not work. And I really want to do the look, so I might end up just doing it with a regular face of makeup. So if you are doing this for a cosplay, or you want it to stay for a while or something, I would definitely recommend putting on your eyeshadow primer and your face primer before doing this. I'm going to take this off shortly after doing this video, so I'm not using any primers whatsoever, which will affect it a little bit just because primers help grip onto it more. Okay, now we're turning more of like a blue, greenish blue, but blue nonetheless. So I'm gonna add some more of this dream tone. I think I added too much of my foundation. Okay, that's all we're getting out of that. Let's add that neon blue again. I really hope this turns out. I probably should have tested this beforehand, but oh well. Yeah, I would have done it before, but I didn't want to go to work with like a full face of stuff. I rarely do a full face of makeup anyways, just because I sweat a lot at work and it's very, I work around a lot of other colors, so I typically end up getting a lot of stuff on my face throughout the night regardless, just from washing up portals and whatnot, or rinsing out portals. So I'm constantly having to wipe my face off and things like that. I don't think this is working. Adding some more of that light blue, which now that I say it out loud, I probably shouldn't have, but oh well. We're just kind of hazarding it right now. Well, on the bright side, it is getting to be blue. More blue than it was before. I just need a lot more of this eyeshadow than I thought I was going to. Let's see if doing that'll help. Oh, there we go. Now we got more of that dream tone. I just needed to shake the bottle out a little. Do I have any other blues? I should. I should totally have more blue. I've got shimmery blues somewhere. I don't want shimmery blues. Okay, so let's add more of the darker blue. So, if you have a recommendation for blue face paints or any face paints in general, let me know in the comments below or something so that way I can search it up. I've been wanting to dabble more in proper special effects things like that. Not really special effects, but the words are failing me today and I apologize. Full-faced things like that, I guess. Hopefully someone knows what I mean, but I don't know where to go to for some really good face paints. I've tried, who was it? I've tried some sort of special effects paint by makeup artists before in Clown White that I actually used for my Harley Quinn stuff, but that was years ago and it really didn't come out too good and I had a really hard time with it, so I just never really went back to them again. But I've heard other people have really good experiences with it, so it's probably just user error. Knowing me, it's user error. This is like as dark as I'm able to get it, and it still looks like a rotten egg blue. Okay, so that's the blue that I've gotten. Let me just wipe off my thing a little bit. Oh my. Okay. So we're gonna try and make this work as best as we can. I've got my beauty blender. Oh my gosh, my nose is itchy. This is not the time. My nose always has so much dead skin. I'm gonna take a coffee break, but my nose always has so much dead skin. No matter how much I exfoliate it and try to do good things for it, it always ends up having these flakies on the very top of it, which is a pain. Especially when I try to go for a full face of makeup, because then it looks all weird and flaky underneath, and then it accentuates all of the other dead skin on my nose. So yeah, I don't have an easy time with that. I know I said that I've got a beauty sponge, but I don't know if I said that I already wet it underwater and then squeezed out the excess water. So it is a damp beauty sponge. And I'm scared to see what this color is gonna look like on my skin. I should have just, there's this one, I think it's from Sunset Makeup or something like that. And there's an ad on YouTube. That was kind of scary. It's always Taco Bell. Okay, never mind. We'll just let it play through. So yeah, I think it's by Sunset Makeup, and I've seen some videos on it, but I haven't gotten it yet because I'm scared. But I've got a little bit of that blue. It's so light. I don't know, maybe this will turn out better than expected. We'll find out. It's kind of cool, we're all fine. I feel like number blue. This might be taking over. Get the hose really good. I've got so much blue now. At least we can go on a couple layers or something. Now there are tutorials out there that have, well, that show you how to glue your eyebrows down and whatnot. I think I said it in the video where I shaved off my eyebrows, but I've tried them. I fail at them horribly. I don't know how people can do it. It's truly amazing to me. It seems so simple, but yeah, I really screw up when I try and do it. So my eyebrows weren't all that important. They didn't do the job that they're supposed to do. Things were always dripping down from my face from it, through my eyebrows, and I'm gonna use my mirror now. But yeah, it really, I just decided that I want to play with my makeup too much to keep it on, keep them on. And thus the shaving occurred. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad today with the flaky. That's cool. That's fine, okay. But I mean, it's coming out pretty good. I'm gonna go on my beauty sponge now and just kind of try and tap away and blend in where this brush color. It actually ended up turning out a lot better than I was expecting, looking at the paper plate. That should be my thumbnail. So yeah, I mean, well, I guess it does look the same. It looks a lot closer to what I wanted on my skin than it does on the plate. Now it's time for coffee. And I need to adjust my legs because they're starting to fall asleep, which is not fun. Okay, so let me just look for a brush real quick. I don't know which brush I want. Oh, let's use this one. I'm going to use my flat brush. There we go. Yes, I have pink and blue and sparkles and purple all over my shorts. Okay. That's what I was going to do. I'm going to take this darker blue again and, well, neon blue, technically. And let's swipe off of here. So this is the part that's actually been worrying me a lot, is the lines, because I don't really know what I'm doing. So we're just gonna wing it and see how it goes. Let's do one right down the middle. I don't really know how to blend this. We got our first line. My lips look so ridiculously pink right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. And they kind of have some that do that. Right? Let's see if I can, oh, okay. That's not too bad. I think theirs are a little uneven too. Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be, I don't think it's an actual tattoo, I'm pretty sure that's how their skin is naturally supposed to be. So, of course, it's going to be unique for everyone, like a fingerprint. I really need to watch that movie again. It's been too long. Actually, I think I've seen it a couple of times, but that was a long time ago, back when it first came out. So let's go on ahead, add a longer one. So going under the assumption that these are supposed to be like a fingerprint means that I've got a little more wiggle room to mess up, which is nice. Not that I'm going to intentionally do it, but my hands don't like to cooperate, so it's going to happen inevitably. It's actually turning out a lot better than I was expecting it to, which is so awesome. My hand is so blue. Oh my gosh. Oh, sweet. Okay. Coffee. Let's add some on the cheeks. Hang on, let me Google a picture again real quick. Because I've seen so many. I think they all like center down and then swipe out like that, but I'm not sure. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, you don't have battery. Okay, this is awkward. Then again, so am I, so it works out. Come on. turn on. You have the power. So while we wait for that, I'm probably gonna end up jumping to after I've seen a picture of it anyways. But in the meantime, I'm very excited. I think this is turning out very well. A hell of a lot better than I was expecting, which is awesome. The blue looks nice and even on my face, even though it looks really, really strange to me right now. Okay, so we're back. But yeah, I saw the picture of everything. I need coffee again. Well, a drink. I need a drink of my drink, which happens to be coffee. But I saw the picture, and I actually need to play with this a little bit more, which is fine. Yeah, I'm not going for 100% accurate, but I would like it to be as accurate as possible. I didn't see too many good pictures of it on the side, so we're just gonna have to wing that. But these actually came down a lot more. So we're gonna play around with that. Okay, so I think this is about what I'm gonna do with that. I feel like there's more that I could probably do, but I can't think of anything. I think I'm happy with it. So if you're using this as a tutorial and you want to do more with it, by all means go ahead. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like fingerprint unique to each avatar or each person. I forgot what their species is called. I feel like that was a bad thing to say. Anyways, make it you, make it unique to you, just like any piece of art that you create on your face. But now, the white dots. They've got white dots. So, on their face, they have white dots on their face. I could have said that so much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this little brush. Let me wipe it off real quick. Make sure there's no color on it. So I'm gonna use this little buddy, and actually I'm probably gonna use that, what, dream tone stuff. Hope that I can use it adequately. Let me wipe this off real quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour some on my paper towel here and use this, well, see if I can use this as the little white dots. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them kind of everywhere. Oh yes, I can. Oh, that's lovely. But it's kind of like freckles, or at least that's what it looks like, so yeah, I think this was the extra thing that I was thinking of that could have been done. Oh yeah, this looks nice. So if anyone does decide to do this, please, and you feel like it, creating a YouTube short, please go ahead and tag me in it, because I really want to see what you guys end up creating. I love watching makeup videos. More specifically, what people can do with their makeup, because honestly, it really is such a cool piece of art. And literally unique to everyone. Which makes it that much better, in my opinion. And honestly, this was such a cool request. Thank you so much to the being who requested this. I love a good challenge. I love seeing what I'm capable of, and this is something I don't think I would have thought to do on my own. So if you guys do have other tutorials, or you want to challenge my skills and whatnot, please go ahead and let me know, so that way I can try them. Now, again, I do have a full-time job outside of this. I usually end up doing my makeup for work. Today it's Saturday, so I'm not going to work, but if it's something I can do, I will throughout the week. Otherwise, I will try and do it on a Saturday whenever I can. But I do try. I really, really do try to come up with stuff for you guys, as regular as I can. I have specifically, well, was specifically before my hand injury, trying to not do anything too super fun with my makeup, just to push myself to wait until I got this done before I came out with more content. Um, just because I did promise I would do it, but I literally haven't, like, I haven't worn makeup at all since, not even, like, I've worn chapstick since hurting my hand. So it's really, really nice to be able to do my makeup again. And honestly, this is coming out so much better than I thought it would. Not that it's the best, um, but for a first time, I definitely think that this is pretty freaking good. Little dollop. Little daisy. Okay. So I think that's about it for the white dots. Now, if I were going to do this for, like, going out for a specific cosplay or something, I probably would have gotten, here, let me grab it real quick. So I've got this fan brush. I usually use it for highlight. I'm pretty positive that's what it's for. You can actually see some of the highlighter. But I would have grabbed this, and I would have mixed up some of my, where is it? Oh well, I'll grab one to show. One of my water activated eyeliners. I'm sorry. I would have grabbed one of my water activated eyeliners. I've got one in white. I'm not digging through everything now for it, but I would have mixed that up and then put it on this, and then just kind of splattered my face like that with it. So it would have looked like that across my face. And I've got highlighter on my finger now. That's okay, I like the sparkles. But if you guys are using this as a tutorial to go for that, that's another way that I would have done it, just so that way it would have been more unique, I guess. Different varying splatter levels, things like that, because that's what it looks like in the pictures that I've seen. I can't really remember too much of the movie. I remember the giant wisteria tree, which was so beautiful. But that's about the extent that I really remember once he goes into the Avatar and actually goes to these people. So, what am I missing? Lips. I need to do lips now. So, let me look through my lip liners real quick. I'm sorry. I don't know where that one went. There it is. Okay. So I'm grabbing one in a very neutral, well, not really neutral pink. I use this a lot. I need to sharpen this. I need to find out where I put my sharpener. But I'm going to use a mauvey pink and just outline my lips. Now, I did go a little bit outside where my lip is, like on almost the underside, just to make my bottom lip a little more of a solid curve. And then a little bit where this part is on my upper lip, because it kind of blends in so nicely with my skin that there's like not a distinction there on my upper lip. So I'll need to do a tutorial on that, because I had a friend ask about that. Kind of outline. There's a word for it. There's a phrase for it. I can't remember. I'm not gonna try. So now I'm gonna do my eyelashes, which I never do. I've got so many eyelashes though, but that's the only other thing that I can think of to do with this is add eyelashes. Simply because they don't really have, I mean, it's not like they have a makeup look to them. I've got really long lashes that I got from Makeup a Murder. I feel like that's too long. That's too long for me, honestly. I usually go for the really short eyelashes. Let me see here. Do I want these? Sure, let's use these. LA Colors 3D Foam Ink Lashes and Nancy is what I'm gonna use. So, sorry about that. That's our heater kicking on. I'm gonna struggle to put these on, so I'm probably gonna just not talk through it and just show you guys. Because this is probably gonna take a while. Okay, so that actually took a lot less time than I was expecting, which is awesome. You can see where my makeup is already creasing because I don't have the eyeshadow primer on, but that's okay. Now, their eyes do look very wide and kind of like sad, so I'm gonna try and go off of like a almost like a 1920s-esque idea to try and, you know, I wonder if I can, I bet I could with that. That's the wrong one. Just to try and see if I can make my eyes look a little more sad and wide. Which I actually probably should have put my eyelashes on a little higher for that, but oh well. So I'm using peach to try and brighten my eyes up a little bit, make them look a little wider. now I don't know what that's kind of horrifying. I didn't know it could do that. Okay. I'm gonna grab some coffee. What else are just gonna do? Ah, yes. So I've got, I'm gonna use my pencil just because I don't want to use my liquid eyeliner, but this is Too Faced Killer Liner, Total Control 36-hour waterproof eyeliner in Killer Espresso. So I'm just gonna go on my outer eyelid here and kind of pull it downward just a bit. And I'm extending to make it look a little wider. That was probably too much. Oh well. It'll be fine. And then a little bit up in here, just so that way it helps make more of a line where the eyelashes are. Now I'm actually going to go back in with the peach and just kind of connect to that. Just to brighten it up a bit more. Now, again, I'm no expert, so I probably, if someone who does know makeup more is watching this, they might be crying. I don't know. But to me, that's what I have seen similar enough through everything that I've researched, I guess is a good word to say it. But yeah, this is it. And actually, I kind of want to put on a gloss. So I am using the Kylie Jenner lip gloss in something. I can't read that. But it's just a really pretty shimmer. I got it from Ulta. I can't remember if it, I don't know. I think it was on sale. But I was looking for some shimmery lip glosses, and this was the prettiest one that seemed like it could go with everything. So yeah, this is it. Thank you again so much for challenging me on this. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you checking out my video. Even if you skipped through some of it, because I know this is going to be a long video. But yeah, this is actually really awesome. A lot of fun to do. I really need to watch the movie again. If nothing for but for the cinematography, because it really is beautiful. I think it was just the storyline that didn't really sit with me. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to today's video. I hope if you used this as a tutorial that it helped you out with whatever your goals were. Or maybe even just as simple as mixing up for a different base face paint. Again, please, if you guys know of any good face paint that I can use as a good base for everything instead of having to mix my own, please let me know in the comments down below. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have, I think I just covered the microphone. Either way, I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.